Since the collapse of the federal government and the global economic crisis, the corporation has been building a brighter future for its citizens. Based on principles of order, loyalty, and civic obedience, the corporation has created a nation that all citizens can feel proud of. For the whole family. And remember, Friday is Double Ration Day at Rocket Burger, where your corporation food vouchers are worth double points. So blast off to Rocket Burger.
Meanwhile, the police have imposed a citywide lockdown on areas of capital cities as riot control units
If you
are
suspect
dispatched.
someone of illegal
Please obey the
activity or
curfew.
radical symptoms, please call our 24-hour hotline. Hold it right there!
Welcome all to the first ever retro fix. It's a state of emergency on PS2. And this is probably a game that RockStar would rather forget they ever came out with. As everybody should know, State of Emergency 2, well, that does know about this game. State of Emergency 2 came out, but it was under a different company and it was a totally different game. State of Emergency is an arcadey, time-based, basically just anarchy fest. It came out during the time when, PlayStation 2 was trying to showcase how many moving objects it could have on screen at one time, and this is basically just, the farther you get in this game, the more hectic it gets, and it can get to be just like a full-scale riot, actually. And your whole objective, basically, you can see my time limit down there in the bottom right corner. You can see top score on the upper right, your target score, and when you hit your target score, you get more time. If you run out of time, you die or you fail. And you can also die, as distinguished by the upper left bar. They scatter all kinds of cool weapons, like this, out across the map, each map. If I remember correctly, there's four different areas that you can explore. This is the second. This is Chinatown. I did lose, there's Fat Cop, I did lose my original save game, which sucks, but that's what happens when you haven't played a game in like 7, 8 years. So I made a new one, GameJunkieXL. Ooh, nice. And you can see the bonus multiplier there flashing, Windows ×5. It's basically just to help you get up there to the goal, the target goal. Now my target is 200,000. You see, it keeps raising it. This is a game basically about. There's some pepper spray, lethal pepper spray. This is a game all about, just basically. Oh, yeah. You see, I'm picking up time icons and health icons. But this is basically just a game that is revolving around how well you can perform. It's an arcadey experience. It's a good party game. All of my friends that I've ever had basically have played this game one time or another since I've had it. It's a fun game to sit around and just try to top each other's high score. It is one player, but you can take turns on it and try to get top scores and everything, so that's kind of cool. There is a single-player mode on this. There is a story campaign, but the story campaign is excruciatingly hard. Of course, you're under constant time limit, and you're constantly at risk from riots and everything. Ooh, that went up nice. I did, way back in the day, go through and defeat the entire thing without using code breakers or any kind of cheat devices. I beat the entire single-player campaign. I remember it took me quite a while to... I'm not willing to do it again. I don't think I have the patience for it, so I just picked it up and I picked one of the two characters that you can start off the game with, just to show you guys this game. Now, a lot of people actually don't know about State of Emergency, or that it's even a RockStar title. They don't talk about this one much. Anybody that has ever played this, though... Ooh, Mad Bomber, shit. Anybody that's ever played this, though, in the comments below, if you're watching this, just tell me what you think, your impressions of the game. Because personally, I love this game. This is a great game just to sit around and take some stress out. You know, you have a bad night at work, just beat the hell out of stuff with different various weapons, blow up buildings, cars. You can see I just passed it. Ooh. There's just everything's out to kill you once you start getting a rep, and the higher your score gets, the worse it gets for you. They'll start coming out with miniguns and rocket launchers and everything. You'll have death squads after you. I put this down basically when this is a game I would pick up every once in a while. You know, it's nothing I can play excruciatingly excessively, but it's something I picked up when I needed to let out some stress, or I just wanted to have fun, because it's a nice quick game. You can see the time just consistently runs down. Like I said, when you reach your target, you'll see when I hit 300,000 that my time will amp up a little bit to help you out. You also get times by picking up the little icons that enemies drop. You can say, wow, you're just running around and shooting things. Yeah, that was the whole point of chaos mode in this game. It's just go around and try to get the highest score you could possibly get. Ooh, ooh. You have to excuse me too, because I haven't played PS2 in a while, so my control is really, really shoddy at best. I'm not used to these controllers anymore, man.
Objective complete.
See how my time went up there?
Stage complete.
I say, when I first got with my girlfriend before we had my son, we used to play this on a daily basis. We try to beat each other's scores and everything. I think like the top score I've ever had in this game was something like 5 million, a little over 5 million, I think, and it pissed her off because although she's really good at this game, or at least she used to be, she could never top like 3. And one day I just had a huge stroke of luck, and I managed to sneak and squeak by 5 million mark. Of course, I was doing all the objectives too. You can see that I'm not really following objectives here. I'm just running around doing a little showcase for the game, blowing shit up, shooting people. Ooh, civilian penalty, that might hurt. I'm getting stuck. But yeah, this is just one of those games that's good to... It's kind of like... It reminds me a little bit of like a Crazy Taxi and things like that. It's a game that you can pick up, have fun with for like an hour or two, and then just put it down for a while and not feel bad about it. You know, it's really fun for what it is. It wasn't the RockStar's flagship title, of course, but I'm glad that they decided to put this out there. I was there when this game came out the first day. I believe it was in 2001. I'll have to recheck that, but yeah, I remember I bought it up in the mall. I went there exclusively to locate this game, and it was when the ESRB was really getting motivated, when games were being pegged for adult-only content. So, well, not really adult-only content, but violence in video games was starting to get, you know, amped up. It was starting to really get to the point where parents were really starting to gripe about, oh, I don't want my children playing this. This game shouldn't exist. You know, yada, yada, yada. So this game, which I still have the original case, the original manual, I still have the original game. That's what I'm playing right now on my OG PS2 system, which, yes, launch system, still working. Yeah, I know, I don't know how it is either, but whatever. But yeah, it had a little sticker on it. Make sure to check ID on it. It was awesome. And of course, you know, as you know, a younger guy, I wanted the game. Of course, I was really into games back then, like buying everything I could get my hands on. So like I was buying games that really I would never play today. But this is a game I can still pick up and have fun. I'm actually having fun recording this right now, so I might actually start playing this a little again when I have a bad night at work. Because that's basically what it is. Yeah. Somebody's watching this and they're like, wow, man, I'd really like to play that game, blah, blah, blah. And you don't want to use emulators or anything like that if you want like a core copy of the game, like a boxed version. I think I saw one on Amazon for like 25 cents or 50 cents or something like that. And if you have a PS2, you know, it's not a bad little game. I wouldn't suggest a single player mode though, because single player mode will make you want to put a bullet in your own head. Ooh, nice point to lose. I lucked out on the windows there. The game didn't get critical acclaim when it came out. It kind of met with a lot of rejection, but a lot of RockStar titles do that, especially like the Manhunt series and things like that. So it was to be expected. You can see now, see the difficulty, how it's ramping up. They're starting to shoot at me with shotguns, and just, yeah. Back in the day, this wouldn't have been nothing. I'd breeze right through this, find a corner, get a minigun. I used to know where all the weapons were located and everything like that, and I could have had a standoff, a last stand as you would call it, but now I'm just running around and blowing shit up. Of course, I don't want this to be too long. You know, we want to try to keep this under 15 minutes. Oh shit. Yeah, it's going down.
You've been killed.
Alright, let's check out my stats here, and I'm going to call it for now. You guys have a good one. Make sure at the end, the little buttons on the upper left, subscribe to Gamers Unite, all of us. And I'll see you next time. Peace.
Big cell storm. Overkill. Game over. I will check sounds for high level music.